Alright guys, so done. Cut and shut the pedal, all welded up. Let's have a look. So if you stick around, I'm gonna show you how I actually made all this, the bracketry, how I welded it, and so forth. But this is the finished product. I'm very happy with it. Turned out mint. But I guess you've seen the finished product. Now let's have a look at how I've made it. Catch ya. So I've gone with a VZ pedal and gone ahead, made a bracket using the factory throttle bracket. You can have a look there. And then I've adapted the original pedal to suit, so that way when you look under the dash, all the pedals all original. What's going on guys, welcome back to another ep. On today's ep we're converting the Cortina to a drive-by-wire setup, so we're focusing on mounting or fabricating up the pedal and swapping over that cable pedal over to the drive-by-wire. Yeah, let's get stuck into it. Alright, so here we have the Cortina pedal assembly. So this is the original pedal. I've just taken that out. This pedal is off a VZ. I've gutted it out and I've actually pulled it apart, and that's what we're working with. Now if you have a look at this and you match up the original assembly, it's actually pretty close as is, right? So I'm going to tap that down, and I've already worked out a rough game plan, but we're gonna tap that down. I might need to weld a piece on there, cut that support out there. We'll take this out, and then this should fit in there. The reason why I chose the VZ assembly is it's actually got a metal rod. There's a Bosch Motorsport drive-by-wire pedal that you can buy, but it's all plastic. So with the metal rod, I'll take it apart and then I'll be able to actually fabricate the original pedal onto here. So I'm gonna fabricate this pedal onto here, and it will be practically like factory. You won't even tell that it's an electronic throttle unless you look up under the dash and you see this module. So yeah, that's the game plan. I'm gonna start cutting out here. We'll strip this out, and then we'll see how we're gonna go here. Alright guys, so where I'm up to now, I believe I've actually got the bracket ready to weld up. Have a bit of a look. I'm pretty happy with this. So what I've done, now that sits nice, and then if you have a look, I'll be welding it to that. So that supports the bottom there. That mounts there. I've cut up some box steel. So yeah, that's going to sit somewhere there so we can get to that top bolt. But yeah, sits on that. Pretty happy with that. Actually really happy with that. So what we'll do now is I'm just gonna punch out the holes for the pedal, so that way we can mount the pedal plate, and then I'm gonna go ahead and notch that steel. I'm gonna follow the lines of the pedal here, and that way it's nice and OG when it's done. But yeah, all right, I'll start punching, drilling. I'll go ahead and tap this actually. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll tap this steel. I think that should be alright. Or do I just weld some bolts? Sorry, weld some nuts underneath. We'll soon find out which way I go, but I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so that's a wrap there. So there we go. Cleaned up the edges there, and clean the metal up, get it ready for welding. But yeah, we'll weld the nuts on the bottom, and then once that's sorted, we'll weld that. Now I'm going to clamp this in the vise when I'm welding, that way it's nice and tight. So yeah, I'll do that, but so you get a bit of an idea, something like that. I think that looks mad. Alright, let's throw this on the MIG and we'll get it all welded up. Alright, so stoked again. So welded up the nuts underneath, and if we have a look, you can see, there we go. So now that's it. So now all that's left is to weld the pedal bracket into the original bracket, and then we'll have to look at custom modifying this pedal assembly here. Yeah, it's coming up good so far. Let's continue on, and hopefully I'll show you all TIG welded up. I was going to get set up the MIG, but I can't be bothered swapping the reg. I only have one reg and I swap between the two, so TIG's all set up. I'm just gonna TIG it. But original, won't even know, won't even be able to tell. Once we put the original pedal back on, nobody's even gonna know. Alright, so came up mad. I'm really happy with the welds. I'm definitely improving on my TIG welding, that's for sure. But yeah, let's have a look. So the finished bracket, there we go. So and then there we go. That's solid as. I welded on the inside as well. So that ain't going anywhere. So now we'll mount this on, we'll get the pedal situated, and then we'll start cutting up the pedal, see how we go. Hopefully the rest of the pedal turns out as good as that bracket. Let's get it. So far looking very good. I'm very happy with that. So like if we were to give it full throttle, you can see the factory it clears. So if you really wanted to, you wouldn't even need to do anything. You could just practically bolt this in, obviously with that bracket how we made it, but like if you were happy with that, or you could even just cut the back of this and just jig it down a bit, so that way you get more foot down. I know I like my foot pretty much straight out. I don't like my knees up here in the steering wheel. I like it straight down at the pedal. So anyways, let's get this factory pedal and start cutting it and getting it into shape. Done. Cut and shut the pedal, all welded up. Let's have a look. Alright, so that is it for the pedal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it apart. I will paint the rod here and then we're going to fit it. So that's another job done. And again, something for you guys out there, if you're doing like a conversion and you're wanting to go drive-by-wire setup, it's as actual easy as that. So I've used a VZ pedal, and to be specific, actually, this is a rare pedal. It's a VZ LS1 Series 1 pedal. I had it here on the shelf from an old conversion engine that I bought, and I had it up for sale for a while. Nobody wanted to buy it, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna go spend another 80 bucks for a V6 version. So I just put this one in. It's worth a bit of money, but oh well, it's sitting here. Use what I got. Alright, so it's all painted up now, and let's have a look. Pretty happy with the welds. There's a little bit of undercut, but definitely pretty happy with the penetration. You can see it's penetrated through on both sides there, and you can see it's penetrated through there, so definitely happy with the welds. Came up good. Pedals come up killer. Very happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to piece it all back together, and then we'll fit it up in the car. Alright, so all done, final bolts done, and oh wow. Alright, so there we have it. I think that fits up really well. Like that is just like a bought one. Have a look at that. So I don't know with you guys and your Cortinas, but I know with the accelerator pedal, with the factory one that I had anyway, the way it was adjusted, the pedal was up so high, and I hated it because like my foot would be up in the steering wheel. Sorry, my knee would be at the steering wheel, and that's where I'd be cruising. And I like as much foot room. I think anyone with a Cortina will agree is we need foot room. So I've adjusted the pedal so that way full throttle is straight to the floor. So if you have a look there, that's any bit more is the play in the pedal. So that's crazy. So that is as easy as it gets. I'm stoked that the pedal turned out mint, and that's another job off the list. So this little Pinto is not going to know what hits it soon, but yeah, happy with how that turned out, and hope you guys took I guess some tips or how to go about tackling your drive-by-wire conversion. You know, it doesn't have to be in a Cortina, but it just goes to show that if you get the right pedal assembly, then you can work it and work in with your factory pedal mechanism. So there wasn't much work involved, and I think it took me probably in total like four hours, I think, to make it all. And I'm so happy with this. So thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.